Sword of Mercury. And today, we're going to be talking about stuff that people typically consider taboo. But, of course, I'll be the one to talk about it and not everybody else. And I'll be the one to catch the heat and not everybody else. Because I'm the only one who's willing to talk about this stuff that's, well, a real issue that a lot of us know about but are reluctant to actually say anything out of risk of offending people or people's feelings getting hurt, though all of us know all of this is true. So we're going to be talking about the plagues on social media, and what I mean is all of the things that are the unproductive parts of social media that really deter people from utilizing them in general, as well as, what people despise about, each other and as humanity as a whole, and really brings out the worst in people. So let's talk about this stuff. I know we're supposed to be doing some relaxing ASMR, but of course, number one thing we experience on this channel is authenticity, so I will of course bring you that by pointing out what is, things that we should seek to alter in terms of our development on this planet. Feel free to share this video as much as you want. Like I said, I'll be the one to, catch all the stray comments saying blah blah blah, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, or this guy's this, or this guy's that, or whatever. But I think we all know that I'm going to be speaking some truth here, and if you can read the list behind me, I think you probably already agree with me. So, let me get into explaining what I've put here. So, the plagues of social media. Classes in session. Classes in session, classes in session, classes in session. We got our tappy marker here. It's funny, the system would try to deter me from talking about these things. It would be like, oh yeah, this is empowerment for people, or blah blah blah. We're gonna get into that in a second. But number one here, we'll talk about this actually, is OnlyFans. So this is a big thing. If you're a guy especially, you'll probably have noticed if you have any amount of followers, or if you're a content creator like myself, you probably get bombarded with these stupid messages from OnlyFans models saying oh yeah, buy my shit, blah blah blah, and they just try to annoy you and pester you into buying shit from them. They'll fill up your DMs, spam your DMs and shit. So most of the time you just have to block these people right away. Actually, tonight I've had that very experience, which actually was kind of a catalyst for me making this video. I was just like, you know what, this happened so many times, and this is one of the things that I despise the most about social media. I usually don't make videos on these kind of things, but I figure, if nobody talks about it, nothing's gonna change, right? So, especially a young person like myself, I'm in my 20s, so I get it, I'm fully aware of what young guys have to put up with in terms of all of this profanity and nudity and OnlyFans BS, just real derogatory behavior online. And the thing is too, I know some people will say, oh well, this is women empowerment or whatever. No, that's not women empowerment. Women empowerment would be not objectifying women, not basing their value off their bodies, or just looking at somebody and saying, oh well, this woman is so good because she has a ripper body or whatever. That's the opposite of empowerment. That's objectification. That's demoralization. I think I use that word right. In any case, my point is that if you base somebody off how they look, that is like, you're not valuing that person actually. You're treating them like an object. Original feminism, like the OG feminism that existed, like when feminism was first created, was all about not objectifying women. It was all about empowering them through realizing that they're equals and they're other people and they deserve to be seen as such. And now the matrix society has flipped that to say, oh well, we're gonna promote OnlyFans and all this bullshit and pornography and all this garbage online, and now we'll convince people that that's woman empowerment. No, that's the opposite. It's only people been brainwashed into believing that is feminism. That's not feminism. That's feminism 2.0, which is feminism 2.0 is actually the reverse of feminism 1.0. Feminism 1.0 is the OG feminism that I actually support. That women being seen as equals, I'm all for that, but women objectifying themselves and brainwashing themselves, and the system brainwashing them and brainwashing the guys who consume their content into believing that that's women empowerment is simply a delusion. So OnlyFans is a big thing, and even without all of that aside, all the societal stuff, like, guys have to deal with like literal harassment in their DMs from like random OnlyFans models trying to get them to buy their shit, or their bots, or whatever, and like, I don't know, just constant like of this what's it called? I don't know, just derogatory behavior online. So that's a big thing. The other thing is that it really takes advantage of like guys who don't have a lot of self-confidence, because guys who don't have a lot of self-confidence will like throw away money and throw away like their time and attention and all this shit for like girls who really don't care about them at all and are just trying to make money, right? But it's like, there are other ways to make money. There are other ways to make a living. Like, you're not too good to go out and do jobs that everybody else does, right? Or make your own path, right? Make your own path that is one that is not going to be a detriment to the rest of society, right? So that's like somebody becoming a tyrant just because they say, well, I should take candy from a baby just because I can and because I'm stronger than the baby. That means I should take it. No, that's not ethically correct. That's not what somebody who has honor and has values and has any sense of like a code of conduct would do. So these people need to take a look in the fucking mirror. But in any case, OnlyFans is at number one because of that reason. Like, some of these girls need to really like take a good look in the mirror. And to all you girls who are like not like that and you genuinely appreciate like preserving your body for like a guy that you're in a relationship with, and like all of these like natural original feminism qualities, like exploring yourself, exploring your mind, exploring psychology, exploring yourself. And I'm not saying sensuality or sexuality is bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying in this sense it's bad. So I'm very proud of the rest of you who are like taking on your own artistic endeavors or creative endeavors and are forging your own path. Those are the girls who guys actually want to be with. Like, these hoes on OnlyFans are gonna end up like alone and like just having a bunch of like random dudes who don't give a shit about them, like just throwing money at them for their body and knowing that they're worthless besides that. So I mean, they have a chance to change their life around, but like, change is not an easy thing to perform, even if one is committed. So in any case, some of these I would say some of these OnlyFans models need to be committed to an asylum, like for mental patients, because some of this shit that they're doing online is like seriously fucked up. But in any case, well, most of it. But in any case, let's move on to number two. Number two, approaching random people in the street. So like that's stage stuff that you usually see, like people going up to a homeless person and giving him like, this is like the shit Mr. Beast does, that goofball. Like Mr. Beast, this guy will go and make a video of giving like a homeless person $50, and then it'll make $50,000 off the video. And people are dumb enough to buy this shit and say, oh well, look at him, he's such a good person, blah blah blah. It's like, bro, he just made like 100 times that amount, probably 10 like, I don't know, like 1,000 or 10,000 times the amount of money that he just gave this homeless guy off one video, because it got like 7 million views or some shit, right? Or like, some guy approaching girls in the street being like, oh, do you like short guys or whatever? And it's like, okay, yeah, we already know these girls here are gonna ask are fucking shallow, right? And they're gonna be like, no, I like a guy who's like 6 feet and he has $1 billion and he's in his 20s and he drives a supercar. It's like, bro, you find the most shallowest people online to rage bait people into like commenting shit on your video and just like basically rage baiting all of social media or all of the social media platform. Like, that shit is actually like, I don't know, some people actually are like messed up, man. And then you got other stuff like gold digger exposing or whatever, and it's like, yeah, bro, we know all this shit is like staged, right? And even if it wasn't, yeah, there are always gonna be girls out there like that. What are you gonna do? Waste your time exposing them? Like, if you're gonna do something, actually make a movement for that stuff to change, other than just like promote it and give it attention, right? So, I don't know. I would say that like approaching random people in the street, even like, the stuff people do where it's like, oh, can I get your number, blah 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 blah. Like, if they're legitimately doing like something that is not staged and is actually productive and is trying to teach like guys to be confident and approach girls, and that you don't need to be scared of interpersonal like interactions with girls, that's a one thing. But if it's just something to be like, oh, this is how you approach a girl, and let's see how many girls' numbers we can get, and and most of the time it is staged and whatnot. But in any case, like, that this stuff is just like messed up for so many reasons. In any case, number three, guys whining about their girlfriend choosing to leave them. So this is a big thing actually on social media in terms of like, gym edits and like anything related to like gym motivation or like mentality. And and I say this because it's not that you shouldn't convert something that has happened into your life to something beneficial. I totally agree with that. But the point is that like you're allowing guys to get caught up into this mentality of like believing that like not only that this is like a normal reality, but that this is something that I don't know, you should like fixate on or something like this, or that you should fuel your life off like the rage you harbor for like some person who wronged you, right? That's like the same as like making a same video for like the gym and saying like, oh, this person cut me off in traffic, so I'm thinking about them while I'm on the bench press and channeling that into my set. Like, it's so dumb. I'm not saying don't channel your trauma into some productive action like your bench press or whatever. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is, when you make it a trend, especially targeted at girls, and saying like, oh well, girls are doing this, and blah blah blah, not only does it pit gender against gender, but it also kind of enforces a stereotype where it's like, oh well, like guys should only crave success and power because women in any capacity cannot be relied upon, right? It's like, yeah, maybe some of us think that at certain points, but don't proliferate that into some kind of like winning mentality, because it's not. Like, genuinely, we should all be trying to get along and whatnot. And yeah, you're gonna have some dumb girls who wrong you, and same thing for like girls who go to the gym. You're gonna have dumb guys who wrong you, that you channel that into productive action. But making a trend out of it and making it into a big theme online where it's like, oh well, like we should use this as like daily inspiration or whatever. No, that's just wiring patterns in your mind of self-limiting belief so that you can inflict self-trauma or relive self-trauma on purpose to give yourself fuel in the gym. That's not the point of working out trauma in the gym. The point of working out trauma in the gym is to alleviate the trauma that you build up. It's not to replay it over and over so that you can have motivation to go to the gym. It's so you can get rid of it and that you can move on and that you can advance your life. It's like the person who goes to therapy to complain and never alleviate that block that they have, versus the person who goes to therapy to actually work through it and progress their life. One person is just complaining and wasting time and wasting energy and programming themselves in a victim mentality, and the other person is actually trying to let that go and move their life forward. So, like, it sounds like a simple question, but which one do you want to be? I'm gonna opt for option number 2. So, I'm not saying that you can't be upset about things that have happened or like, the actions of dumb people, but I'm saying that put it in what's it called? Put in perspective. Yeah, put in perspective. Yeah, it's something that's happened. So what? Shit like that happens all the time. Don't get hung up on like some girl who's not worth your time. The thing is that these guys need to learn that if that girl wronged them in any way, same thing for girls, if that guy wronged you in any way, they're not worth wasting more time on or getting upset over it. It's like, just accept that that wasn't the right person, and that, yeah, maybe that person is, the trash or whatever, call them whatever, but just accept that that person is who they are and move on. Don't waste your life getting hung up on other people. Number 4, the dumb shit the girls from number 3 post. So a lot of these girls, and I should have put girls/guys, but I was using guys for this example because I see a lot of the gym trends around, a lot around this stuff, and it's probably because, and I know some girls are gonna be like, I've had a girl say this to me in class, oh yeah, girls go to the gym too. It's like, yeah, we know you go to the gym too, but the thing is, if we're being honest, it's mostly guys in the gym because it's a guy-dominant space. There's more percentage of guys in the gym than there are girls. That's just statistics. And it's because guys have less of a social life than girls do, and that's why they spend so much time in the gym. Take it from me, I know. That's why I spend so much time in the gym, because I only utilize my social life in productive ways, like the gym. So that becomes the focal point of your social life. In any case, the dumb shit the girls from number 3 post. So most of these dumb girls who wrong you are posting dumb shit, and they're not, very progressive individuals. They repeat the same mistakes. They don't understand why stuff happens in life because they repeat their mistakes and they don't learn from them. And the thing is that the guys in number 3, the guys who are whining about that stuff, the guys who are whining about that girl, will end up just like them if they continue to, envelop themselves in this whole trend of watching these TikToks and Reels and all this shit about like, oh yeah, channel that girl will hurt you into like motivation for the gym, yeah. No, that's dumb. Just like channel drama in general to motivation for the gym. Don't make it something specific. And the point of that is learn to let it go. And also the point is that most of those girls who wrong you don't have much going for them, and they're shallow, and they don't really have anything deep to them, and that's why they couldn't offer you what you want. Chances are, if you're somebody who's been hurt by one of these girls or guys, that you're somebody who feels deeply, and that's why that person wasn't right for you, because they don't feel deeply. They're a shallow individual, which is why it didn't work out, because they're not the right one for you. Because you're going to meet somebody who is right for you, who genuinely is on your same emotional level and vibes with you and is as deep as you want to be, and you guys are going to, have a wonderful relationship, and it's going to be beautiful, and you're going to walk into the sunset together. I believe that. I believe it's true. I believe. And you can have that. Thing is, you gotta believe too. You just gotta put all this shit aside. Number 3 and 4. So yeah, number 4, the dumb shit the girls from number 3 post. So you see them post a whole bunch of dumb shit, going out parties, going out to the club. You're an idiot. If you weren't, you would be doing some productive motion in your life somehow. Work on a business, work on art, learn something, read a book. You're out wasting time at the club. I'm living my life. You're a fool. In any case, number 5 is another group of fools, which is the people who are into all these conspiracy theories. And I don't mean people who are into who understand the reality of the Matrix and that it's working against them, and that the system and the people who govern it are against you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the people who are putting up all these conspiracies that are not beneficial or have any useful information. So what I mean by that is so it's a difference between somebody being I don't know, let's say somebody saying, let's say somebody talking about health and saying that sugar is bad for you. We can see this and this in studies, and it affects stress in this way, blah, 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 blah. And that, if you reduce your sugar intake and eat more foods that are of this nature, that are higher in protein or, higher natural ingredients or whatever, that's beneficial. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who are oh yeah, well, they're putting this stuff in the water, or they're putting all this stuff in your food, or they're poisoning the air, or what else? I don't know, just stuff that doesn't have any thing where you can actually take action. It's a difference between somebody saying, oh yeah, your phones are brainwashing you, which they are, but it's a difference between saying your phones are brainwashing you, and people are at the mercy of their phones, and people don't realize how their phones are actually distorting their perception of reality. It's the difference between somebody saying that and somebody saying your phones are brainwashing you. However, if you can limit your time and exposure to your phone and the vicinity you are into your phone, then you can reduce the effects. You see what I'm saying? One is useless because it's just stating a problem with no solution, and the other is valuable because it's stating a problem with a solution. So, But some people will just put up these conspiracies saying, oh, this and that and the other thing, but they don't say anything about what action you can take to prevent it, or what action you can take to benefit yourself, or basically get over that hurdle, right? So, this is the thing, right? It has to be information that is actually useful and beneficial to your personal development. And that's why I am here to tell you these things. Because the thing is, the only things that you should be watching and consuming and interacting with in any way which you choose to. I understand some of us have things we have to interact with and do which are not always beneficial. Some of us have to put up with like the annoying relatives who are always negative, or the obnoxious people at school, or the moronic professors, or the crappy job, or the stupidity of the school system, and the segregation and mental warfare of the Matrix, right? All of those things, which to a degree you have to put up with, right? But there's things which you can reduce, and even you can reduce your things in that too, right? You can put things in place to limit your exposure or limit your vulnerability, but to just say, oh, these things are bad, and leave it at that, that's useless. But to say, oh, these things aren't necessarily beneficial for you, so these are the things you can do to reduce your exposure or reduce their effects on you, that is beneficial. That is worth watching. So, and I'm going to give you tips for really how you can strengthen your resolve to each of these right now. So for number one, for example, learn to, if you're a guy watching this, learn to limit your exposure to things like pornography, or things like OnlyFans, or like girls, just random girls who like look hot or are looking for attention online. Because genuinely, like truly, you guys, I know who you guys are, because I'm a guy too, right? And the thing is that I understand the way you think. And the thing is, deep down, you truly want a girl who is there for you, and a real girl. You don't care about all these hoes online. You want true love, and you're never gonna get that by looking at these hoes online. And you deserve that true love. That version of yourself who has that is out there somewhere. He's out there, and he's waiting for you to become him. He's waiting for you to become the version of you that is worthy of being in that relationship with that girl. So, you have the potential to become that person. So, don't let him down, don't let yourself down, and don't let her down, because there's a girl out there who you're worthy of, who the version of yourself, who you can make yourself into, is worthy of. So, all you have to do is prove it to yourself. And one of the ways you can start by doing that is, I'm not saying cut out porn altogether, like, shit, it doesn't hurt to, rub one out every once in a while, especially if you're like, practicing like seed retention and you're just trying to circulate the energy or whatever. Some of the things I teach, like moving the energy and prana through the system and not releasing or whatever. But ultimately, porn is really a detriment in any case. The thing is, most of the time you can't resist. It's almost like a drug, like crack. You can't like microdose it or can't do anything. I wouldn't know. I've never done those drugs. But like, the thing is, like, I don't believe that that's something you can do in moderation, or that even in moderation it can really be beneficial for you. But I'm not saying you have to cut porn and cut looking at hot women on the internet out completely. I'm just saying limit your exposure to it so it doesn't control you. Control it. Don't let it control you. I have a saying when it comes to emotions, like anger, for example, because anger can be a great emotion if you can use it well. I say that I possess anger. I don't let anger possess me. And what that means is that I possess that emotion. I'm the one who's experiencing that emotion. The emotion is not the one that's experiencing me. So I control anger. I don't let anger control me. Or I possess anger. I don't let anger possess me. And if you're a girl on this take, and you're one of the good ones who's, doing you, and you're just embracing yourself, and you're just trying to be who you are, and you're not an OnlyFans model or caught up in any of this nonsense, then I'm proud of you. Keep doing you, girl, because you're doing well. You're doing well, sister. And I couldn't be more proud of all of you girls out there who are doing your thing. You're making your own path, and you're not relying on handouts from guys who are simping online, just willing to throw away money because they're so pathetic and alone and out of self-confidence, and it's just I don't know, just like these evil girls are basically taking advantage of people like that. If you're not one of those girls, if you're doing your own thing, if you're like making your own way through life, if you're forging your own path, I'm proud of you. Know that Prince of Mercury is proud of you. And the thing is too, if you are one of these OnlyFans models, you need to take a good look in the mirror, sister, because the thing is, that's not going to lead you to where you want to be. Anything that is, unless like you can truly look in the mirror and say, this is the best version of myself. This is like ultimately with my true potential, the best thing I can do for the benefit of all of society is show naked pictures online and let guys with no self-confidence take advantage of them and let them give me money to jerk off to me. Like, unless you truly believe that is the best thing you can do on this planet, then you need to take a good look in the mirror, because it's not gonna last, trust me. For number 2, approaching random people on the street, just limit your exposure to this stuff as well. Just like realize that that's not reality, that all of that stuff is staged, and with the coming of AI, there's going to be even more fake content out there online. So train yourself to acknowledge this stuff is fake, even if it's with people, even if it looks legit, just ignore it. What is real human interactions in the real world. What's not real is the stuff people hype up online to get people riled up. That's not real. The real stuff is genuine interactions with other people, other girls, other guys, going up to them and talking to them in person, not watching some goofball with a camera from 20 feet away film his friend who's trying to hit on girls, which he probably paid off to act in this video. Number 3. So for number 3, if you're a guy specifically, if you're a guy making the content, just realize that there's other content you can make, bro, that doesn't involve basically riling up guys to make them relive trauma so they can have some fuel for the gym. There's other ways to motivate guys for the gym, and there's other ways to make content. If you're the guys watching that content, then just realize that, there's other forms of motivation out there. There's other things that can give you that heat of battle, and the thing to do is that realize that if you have that trauma, and if that reel or TikTok resonates with you for whatever reason, just realize it's something that you need to let go of within yourself. It's not something that you need to keep reliving. You are worthy of moving past that. You are worthy of being in a healthy relationship. You are worthy of being with somebody who cares about you. You are worthy of moving on from people who don't have your best interest in mind or at heart. So just keep that with you. Number 4, the dumbest shit the girls from number 3 post. So Um, yeah, girls, there's more valuable stuff out there to post. Same thing for the guys posting dumb shit. Going to the club, going to parties. Oh yeah, I'm living my life. There's better stuff to post. If that is not beneficial to not just you, but like the rest of the people who are your viewership in some way. It doesn't have to be in every way, but if it's not beneficial in some way, don't post it, because it's not worth it. It's probably not a reflection of you or the version of yourself you want to be. And if it is, you're probably pretty a shallow individual, and the Prince of Mercury said so. So, yeah. In any case, I would say that just keep that in mind. There's always better stuff to be posting, and yeah, and people who look at that are probably pretty shallow too. Shallow people tend to attract shallow people, right? That's the nature of the law of attraction, the law of vibration. I forget which one's the first rule. Law of vibration's first rule. Law of attraction, second rule. In any case, law of attraction, whatever. Or maybe it's both. It's probably both. That's another video, though. I made one on that, so go check that out if you're interested. Number 5, conspiracy theories without useful, beneficial information. Okay, so if you're somebody posting this, knock it off. If you're gonna post conspiracy stuff, which I don't mind because we all know the system and the matrix is corrupt, the point is that you shouldn't be posting stuff that is not going to benefit your audience in some way. If it's just, inciting emotions and eliciting emotions of fear and anxiety, you're really not attempting to benefit your viewership in any way. You're really just the same dirt that the rest of these OnlyFans models and goofball, shallow people are, which are most of the people who are posting conspiracy online. There are the conspiracy theories that are true, they are accurate. They're not really conspiracy because they are accurate, and they do seek to bring beneficial and useful information which one can utilize and integrate so they can overcome challenges in their life. Those are the people who I value. The people who are just posting conspiracy to get people riled up. Same thing like these other people online who are doing these streeter videos just trying to rile people up. They're dirt. They're trash. So, and they're not really worth giving any attention to. So if you're the person making that content, knock it off. Make content which is similar but actually has beneficial stuff to integrate, and basically that you can use to assist like the viewer in some way, instead of just like giving them garbage, which is just going to rile them up and make them fearful and anxious of the world around them. Because the whole point of conspiracy theories and listening to what is going on with the system is to be aware. It's not to be afraid. It's not to be anxious. It's to be aware and learn how to navigate the world. That's why all my content is always based around 1, authenticity, and 2, productivity. And the productivity comes from things which you can actually utilize and learn from and implement. So, in any case, change your content to something that can be useful. And if you're the viewership watching that, don't watch that stuff because it's not good for you. Whether you realize it consciously or not, it is a drug that actually is going to be a hindrance to you over time, because you're going to go down the rabbit hole of conspiracy and be questioning every little thing about the world around you. And I'm not saying it's not a good thing to question things, or that it's bad to question things, or whatever. I'm saying that it's important to question things. However, it's important to do so with objectivity, not with fear, not with anxiety, but with objectivity and awareness, so that you can actually make sound decisions, so that your decisions are based on your personal empowerment, not your personal fear. Because if you base it off your fear instead, you will just proliferate that cycle. You're going to experience more fear. And that's exactly what the system and what the Matrix wants and what they feed off of in the first place. So you're just giving them more fuel. In any case, if you do it through personal empowerment, then you take back your own power, you take back your own energy, and you allow yourself essentially to progress as an individual. And that's somebody that you yourself can be proud of, that version of yourself. So watch things. If you want to watch conspiracy, that's fine, but make sure that it actually has some information that you can implement, that is beneficial in learning in some way. So that's pretty much it for this video. I know this is a bit of a different speed from what we're used to, and this video actually has become longer than I intended, but I wanted to make sure I explained enough and gave you guys some integratable information, and that I'm not just, doing this for, the sake of breaking taboo or riling people up or whatever. I'm doing this genuinely because if you guys share this video, if you guys like this video, if you guys give attention to this video, or if you guys even battle these things in your own way by speaking out against these things, we can make change to the social media platform. We can change the way we think about the world, and we can realize that what we see on social media is not always the truth, and it doesn't have to be our truth. It only becomes your truth when you buy into it and when you let that affect who you are. The thing is that your truth is inside you, and you shouldn't let really anything deter you from being that person who you want to be in your idealism. In any case, let me know if you enjoyed this video in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. I know it was a bit long. Let me know if you guys enjoy these longer videos. They normally don't rate as well, but I'm willing to do them because I genuinely, love what we're doing here. I love, interacting with you guys, and I do this because of you guys. I do this because of the support I get from you guys. I do this because I want to assist you guys in benefiting your life and benefiting yourselves in any way I can, and that means pointing out this stuff, which is really online trash, and it's a plague on social media, which you need to avoid. If you want to pursue your avenue of personal development, in any case, like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. And let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. Let me know if you guys want to see other topics. Let me know if you guys would like me to talk about other subjects and leave this stuff behind. Let me know if you guys would prefer me to talk more about stuff I've talked about in the past. Let me know if you guys want me to talk about this stuff more. I don't know if I just jumbled my words there. Let me know if you guys want me to talk more about this stuff. I should have said, or I'm saying now rather. Let me know if you guys want me to talk more about this stuff. As always, my links will be in the description below to my other podcast, Moonstruck and Athlete Enlightened. Moonstruck is all about spirituality and philosophy, and Athlete Enlightened is all about exercise and benefiting yourself in the realm of athletics with the mindset of a person who is enlightened and is walking a spiritual path to basically bring that out to its fullest potential, bring your fitness journey to its highest pinnacle. So that is all I have for you. today, right here on the Sword of Mercury, brought to you always by the Prince of Mercury. And I hope that you guys will follow me on Instagram at top_sorcerer. And I will see you guys in the next video.